In this tutorial, we will explore the process of generating a BOM. The bill of materials, or BOM, is a key ingredient of the dataset generated from a board design project. This report type document provides a listing of all components required to build the product, including the bare board, which is essentially the base component upon which all other parts are assembled. The BOM acts as a guide for what needs to be procured to build the product as designed. It also provides a means to calculate cost based on the required number of assembled boards in a requested spin. Open a schematic document. To generate a bill of materials, we'll go to Reports, Bill of Materials from the schematic environment. The Bill of Materials report dialog will appear. There are 3 view modes available to display the list of items. Select the required mode using the buttons located above the grid. The flat view displays a row for every component. The base view displays a row for each unique component in the project. The designator column lists the designators of all components of this type. Finally, the consolidated view can be used when a project includes variants to display. If there are variants defined in the project, they will be listed in the drop-down. If consolidated view is enabled, this control is disabled. We can click Preview to export and open the report in an external application associated with the file type based on the current settings of the file format and template options in the Properties section on the right side of the dialog. The main region of the Report Manager lists all of the components. It is the content that is written into the BOM. If the project does not include a BOM doc, this will be a list of all components placed in the schematic. If the project includes a BOM doc and additional BOM items have been added to it, these will also be included. In the Properties section along the right, there are 2 tabs along the top: General and Columns. We can use the Columns tab to display or hide specified columns. Columns can also be rearranged by dragging their headers to the intended locations. In the General tab, the supply chain information can be configured as needed. This includes the quantity of units to be built and in which currency the pricing should be listed. Supply chain data can be cached if working offline or real-time to display pricing-based data for components with links to supply chain data that are updated in real time. The Export Options area of the dialog allows us to specify an output file format. Select a template for exporting and choose options to add the generated report to the project and open it automatically once it has been generated. Components appear individually in a single row if they aren't grouped by any parameters. If the grouping already exists, we can delete it by selecting the Columns tab, where you will find the trash icon next to the group name. To group components based on parameters, we can use the Columns tab in the Properties section and drag parameters into the Grouped Columns area. To control which parameters are available in the bill of materials, we can enable or disable the options from the Sources area. If we hover over the icons under the Sources tab, it will show you where the parameters originate from. Under the Export Options from the General tab, let's select Microsoft Excel as the file format. We then select Export to generate the report. If in the File Format drop-down menu whatever is selected is colored red, it is unavailable. In that case, we would then choose another export file format. We explored the process of generating a bill of materials from a schematic document, covering various view modes like flat, base, and consolidated. Additionally, we covered how to configure supply chain data, customize the BOM columns, and export the report in different file formats, including Microsoft Excel. Thanks for watching.